Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing the Patek Philippe World Time 5230R, launched in 2016. This is the rose gold version of the 5230, and it is the -12 model, so 5230R-12. 38.5 millimeters in diameter in rose gold. The watch is a svelte 10.3 millimeters thick, 46.7 millimeters from lug to lug, with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Throw the watch on the wrist, and you can see it wears comfortably, easily, flush. The fit is outstanding. On my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, I've got plenty of clearance on both sides, so I could wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, and with a slowly sloped bezel and a low profile overall, you could see that the timepiece would fit easily underneath a dress cuff. The strap is medium brown, large rectangular scale alligator leather in high gloss finish. There is a folded edge. You can see on the bottom it's calf skin. It is a Patek Philippe factory strap in excellent condition, and it uses Patek's pull tab spring bars, so with a pull of the tab you can pop the strap off the case without needing a tool. There's a single fold matching rose gold deployant clasp, Patek branded, with a Calatrava cross buckle. Rolling over to the case, you can see lovely vintage-inspired stepped lugs that have a wonderful concave curvature to them, and then a transitional bevel along their side. Everything's in high polish. We have the Calatrava cross, the logo of Patek, on the crown, and then we have a bezel that's a bit more nuanced than first glance. You can see that the bezel is slightly inset from the case band to make it appear a little bit thinner overall, and then the bezel has a small vertical section, and then it's all conical. The dial, this is the system originally invented by watchmaker Louis Coutier in the 1930s for reading world time, and it's very simple. You have 24 cities that represent the world's 24 principal time zones, and then you have a counterclockwise rotating 24-hour reference ring. You read your local time at center, you set your local city at 12, so I'm in New York right now, and you could see in New York, it is 2 hours to midnight. You know it's not 10 a.m. because if you look at the hour adjacent to New York, it's 22. So you can use that same guide to judge the time around the world. We have semicircles, one blue, one silver. They represent where it is night and day. And then, for example, in South Georgia, you could see it's 1 a.m. In Dubai, it's 7 a.m. You could see in Noumea, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's exactly how it works. And the watch can do the math for you. Let's say you want to change your reference city. I want to go visit, let's say, my boy Sequan over in Dubai. I have access to a system that jumps the hour hand, the reference city, and the reference ring. And now I'm in Dubai with Sequan. So you can see there's a lot to love about the world time system, but there's also a lot to love about the art and artistry of the center dial, which includes lovely polished rose gold 18-karat indices and hands. You could see that there's a handsome rose lathe pattern, a little bit of a billowing quasi-rayon design, and it's a lovely sort of, I would describe it as slate dial color with a handsome matte finish that doesn't reflect light. Turning it all over, we have caliber 240 HU for Heure Universelle. It is a world time micro rotor automatic based on the long-running 240 micro rotor that's been in the catalog since 1977. Now, this movement's always used to drive complications and prestige pieces. Very few time-only Patek watches include the 240. They generally include the 324 or the 26-330. So what you get with the micro rotor is a thinner watch, as the rotor and the winding system are in the same plane as the drivetrain. We also get an open display caseback like we would have on a manual wind watch, but we get the convenience of an automatic. So it's a 22-karat mass on high-efficiency ceramic rotor bearings, 48-hour power reserve, 6 beats per second, 6-position adjusted. It has the Patek Philippe seal, 6-position adjustment, a free-sprung Gyromax style balance, and an anti-magnetic silicon Spiromax hairspring. These features in concert mean Patek will rate the watch from the factory at no worse than -3 + 2 seconds per day. They make an attestation about the accuracy to be attained. And again, all of this is dress watch style, 30 meters, water resistant, and it pivots on 33 jewels. The decoration is handsome, a judicious blend of mechanical and hand finish. Patek leans a little bit more on the hand finish side of the spectrum than, say, Audemars Piguet, Jaeger-LeCoultre, or Zenith, watches of that ilk. Patek and Vacheron still extensively hand finishing watches, even when, for example, bevels on bridges might be started mechanically. They are finished manually to create that pure, glossy, rounded, mirrored gleam. We have Côte de Genève across the bridges, engine turning on the base plate, satination on the wheels, black polished screw heads with chamfered slots and circumference. And you can see even the locating pegs used to locate the balance cock on the main plate, those three little locating pegs have had their tops polished, so nicely decorated. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.